Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Himika
I'm Devisha.
and this is our podcast channel. We're two fashion besties. We're in New Delhi and we wanted to start a podcast where we talk about anything and everything. We're gonna do movie reviews, fashion reviews, talk about stuff, yap. What else are we gonna do?
We are very naturally interested people. We are interested in everything and anything. So we'll talk about a lot of things.
And we
And
share our life, we show you what we do.
we want to de-glamorize you.
Yes, we want
Basically,
to de-influence you and de-glamorize you from the branding strategies that capitalism sells to you in the name of influencer marketing, in the name of ads and trends, and we want to tell you like how to get out of this trap.
how to avoid overconsumption and how it is also affecting the environment. Like we all read about these marketing tactics which when brands are using to sell us things which we don't even need. And this is why we started this, because we want you to save your money, to save the environment, and save.
The planet, because we have enough clothes to dress the next 7 generations after us. So we are thrifting girlies, we want to support upcycling, thrifting, slow fashion. So let's talk about it.
Like every day I see there is new brands coming, but the question is, do we really need so many clothes? Do we really need them? And I am really up for brands who are, recycling old clothes, who are, opting for sustainability, who are doing something for the environment, not just saying but actually doing it. Like for example, Himika is wearing a top which she has, DIY'd by like, herself. So you can do this type of things, and there are a lot of brands doing that, and you can upcycle your old clothes. Why you have to go out every time and buy clothes from Zara and H&M, and you'll end up looking like any other like 10 people around you.
Exactly. It's they are selling you trends as a format to just fit you into the male gaze, the beauty standards that there are. They are all trying to just fit you into that same body type, all the same proportions, the same silhouettes. Get something interesting. Add a few vintage pieces to your closet. Add some. Cut up your mom's sari and make a top out of it. Do something that's not so basic, because capitalism will try to make you a copy of a copy of a copy. And if you want to preserve yourself and your personality and want it to reflect through fashion, I think it's very important you find what your style is, and then you go look, make that little extra effort to go to Sarojini, to look through a bunch of clothes, to find something that would be unique that you'll not find in any of these mass produced items.
You should, whenever you're dressing up, you should dress up according to your personality. If you're an artist, and not it's not just about the profession, but it's about what you feel and what you stand by. Like if I want to support, I stand by supporting homegrown brands, so I'll go out my and explore these brands and read about them, buy their clothes, go for local handicrafts and everything like that. So it should reflect in my personality and the way I dress. So you should have a set of things which you deeply feel for, and you should dress according to that. If you are like you have a 9 to 5, don't even have time to do that, then there are a lot of people who are ready to help, like people like us. And at the same time, there are a lot of brands doing that. It just takes a search to read about them and buy stuff from them, and stop dressing up like anyone else and buying the same bodysuits, buys the same H&M and Zara.
Like, we're both stylists, so a lot of people ask us how to dress for your body. So ditch the concept of dressing for your body, because that will restrict you from exploring fun silhouettes, that will restrict you from actually figuring out what you might wanna look like, and force you to fit into the, again, very very toxic beauty standards that the fashion industry has. So I would say that whatever becomes a trend actually is trying to sell you some kind of a conspiracy or a propaganda that you don't see. So, really, like, how do you figure out your personal style is the question, because a lot of people are not able to, because they just don't have the knowledge in fashion, or
Just not interested.
yeah. So I will give you some tips and tricks that you can do to elevate your closet, because really small things make a difference, like getting accessories that are not very common, getting some different pieces, a few bags, a few shoes that are a little bit different.
Like the other day we went to Janpat, okay, and we bought two bags which were like, you'll not find a second of that, like a copy or something like that because it was a vintage bag, and we got it like for 800 rupees.
Yeah, 700.
700 rupees. So I see people around me, like if I go to any expensive mall, like in South Delhi, like you have Emporio, you have Select
Yeah,
City, I'll see
yeah.
the same Dior or the same bag, like the same bag 10 people are
And,
carrying.
luxury is dying. Nobody wants to purchase luxury anymore, and all these luxury brands are stealing Indian silhouettes. And we have the privilege of living in India, being Indian, exploring our wonderful Indian textiles, fabrics, silhouettes,
Yeah.
and invest in saris, invest in desi handlooms, invest in desi
And yeah,
fabrics, because the quality of that is unmatched from fast fashion.
and what's the point of saving your hard earned money and giving it to brands who anyway do not value you, who are going to first see
Exactly.
that can you afford that, and the staff there is mostly very snooty.
Elitist, classist industry of fashion wants to prove that if you're not good enough, you can't afford it. Honey, we don't need to. We don't
And
need
I also
that
see a lot of
super luxury.
influencers, buying my first luxury bag, all of that. I think should now stop doing this.
We should stop glamorizing luxury, because the luxury field is made on breaking backs of people, exploiting fashion interns who are fashion students, exploiting labor, exploiting a billion people to run that kind of a operation that is selling at a mass scale
And it
at such an expensive amount. None of the people working are getting paid equally for that. None of the work is being compensated properly.
And the very simple question is, are you buying that bag for yourself, or you want other people to perceive you and the way you want to be looked upon?
Exactly.
Are you buying it for your own happiness? Just ask yourself, do you really like that bag? Or it's just that you want people to see that you have that bag and you want to feel that happiness?
I also wanted to say that products look very nice in store. This is actually a branding and marketing strategy. Products are meant to look more glamorous. You look better in store mirrors, because they have that mirror that makes you look skinnier. They have better lighting. So these are all marketing tactics. And now that you see it on Insta and everything, your women especially are constantly being pumped with advertisement. It's actually called like the pink tax and the pink sale. So if you see a male razor and a woman razor, it might be the same thing, but a woman's razor is more expensive. And women have to spend more than 3 times what men have to spend on self care, including their menstrual health. So I think women are also very big victims of patriarchy and capitalism, due to which so many products are constantly
And beauty
pumped,
standards.
and beauty standards are constantly pumped to us, so that we are made to feel insecure, and then we will go and buy those products that will make us look like whatever we are seeing on the billboards. That's why I really emphasize on models being all different body types, all different shapes, sizes, and colors, because we cannot keep seeing skinny white faces on the billboards and making that the standard.
Yeah. Because everybody's body type is very different, and if whatever you see sometimes it's not that achievable. You can be fit and you can be at your best health in your own body, and
Exactly.
I strongly feel that you cannot replicate and get the same body which someone else is having, because even the ribs, the way your ribs are, the way your whole structure is, how your shoulders are, everything makes a huge difference in how your body looks. So that is. And one thing more, whatever you see online and whatever you think that you are spending so much money on, you can find everything at one third or even less of the price on in Sarojini or any other, there are so many thrifting pages. I would want people, if you're running a thrifting page, to comment down below your thrifting handles and everything, so that people can connect and we
Also,
can.
I run a thrifting and upcycling page. It's called Handcrafted by Himi and Himi Thrifts. I will link it down in the description. You can go check it out. I also take custom orders. I can upcycle your clothes. I do a lot of stuff with making clothes and upcycling clothes. So I am really passionate about that. So let me know in the comments if you all would like something custom and fresh.
Yeah, we both have started. My page name is The Curates, where I also curate, vintage jewelry and all of that. So you can, check it out if you like something. And at the same time, it's not just that you should buy from us. You should just buy and thrift clothes.
And
We want
support
that.
smaller businesses, support the people who are actually making you that effort of curating stuff for you, even if it's the same price as fast fashion or even a little bit more. I think it's way more worth it than buying some overpriced designer thing that everybody sees on celebrities, because that is honestly so cringe. So that was our 2 cents on fashion and life and our general outlook towards life.
Mostly we have talked about the problems we are seeing because in the society and in the environment, because we can see that how much in these industrialization capitalism is affecting the environment. So we wanted to start with something which we strongly feel for, and next maybe we'll talk about something which is on a lighter note, something which is much more fun, like exploring your style and how to find your personal style, maybe something like that. So yeah, that was it.
And follow us and our podcast to see our journey.